It's Madden NFL 23, and we're going to look at the Penguin, Jalen Waddle. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Wizards and the Browns, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Orlando Wizards. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. It's a squibber picked up around the 27th. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Allen going to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Ready up.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. The numbers on the ground for McKinnon last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Not off to into fourth down conversions results in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they, too, were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protected.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down is Allen. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Second and 5 now. Allen, and his throw is going to be incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they held him completely out of the end zone, just held him to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
Allen, and this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. The kick by Gold is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
This offense makes their way back out. It's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They're going to look to throw. That one into the hands of Shepard downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's second down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. And that ball incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. They're going to try and throw. That's going to be caught by Coulter. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A dump down to McKenna. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Looking to throw. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down, McKinnon. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from a yard out. And the Wizards are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Cleveland offense making their way out. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Up the middle to Davis. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. quarter in the books. 8-3, our score. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. Going for it with McKinnon. And he's got room. 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Josh Allen and the offense heading back out. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already. And they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the 1st down. So after the INT, it's Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
They'll drop this off for Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And It'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Still 1st down. On the ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got him in, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Handoff, it's McKinnon. We're down to the 41. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Back to throw here. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They go with Thompson again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side. After heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by Howard. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down is Allen. Buying time to his left. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And at the half, they trail the visiting Jets in that ball game. Aaron Jones has a touchdown on the ground. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Michael Thomas, a touchdown reception. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for our home team, they were much more successful throwing the
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. to the air. Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The kick by Gold is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here again is McKinnon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll set up to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
McKinnon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
He'll drop to throw.
He gets this to Coulter complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. McKinnon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They run once more with McKinnon. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Hurry!
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 13-yard line. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They'll look to throw again. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's a
touchdown. Jarek McKinnon, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Wizards add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And now here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a give, this is McKinnon. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, and you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On first down, McKinnon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll try and run with McKinnon, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the home team here, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.